Libras, hi, welcome to this channel. This is your weekly reading for the week of September 1st. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email. All right, now let's see what's coming through for you. In September, we have two eclipses happening. First one is on the 7th, which is a lunar eclipse in Pisces, and the second is happening on the 21st, which is a solar eclipse in Virgo. So eclipses are all about releasing. So it could be anything like habits, patterns, changing up. Changing up something in our life which is not helpful, creating some positive changes, I mean. On the other hand, it could also be something in our external. So let's see how that's going to play out for you. All right, Libra, your cards are Two of Cups, Hermit, Two of Wands, Star. All right, that's lovely energy, Librans. So we are in Virgo season now, and that's what's coming through for you guys. And so star is ruled by Aquarius. Okay, it could be that these signs are in your chart or someone you are dealing with. On the other hand, it could also be the energy that you are embodying or the energy of a situation. So star here has to do with wish fulfillment. Isn't that lovely? So amazing. And so this is on the back of the deck. So this is something that you may not be consciously aware of, but the energy playing underneath, something that's in your subconscious, something that's helping you make right choices and that are influencing your choices and decisions. Let's put it that way. I was talking about release, and that's exactly what's coming through with Libra, 10 of Cups. So that's nice. Happiness, joy, and peace. And that's exactly what this is, peace and happiness and inner peace and harmony. So that is something that you guys are seeking. So it could be that the choices you are making now is coming from that place. So simplifying, which is the eclipse energy, and so it could be that you are very conscious of where you are spending your time, energy, who you are spending your time with. It could be that you want to focus on all areas of your life, so you are readjusting your priorities, and maybe you are letting go of certain things that are not worth your time and energy, that are not meaningful, that is not contributing to what you are really seeking. So you are simplifying and reorganizing, readjusting your priorities, things like that. So for some, it could be your space. Maybe you are thinking about moving, and you are now going over the things to understand what you need to keep, what you need to let go of, and things like that. So you are the stuff. On the other hand, it could also be life, taking stock of your life, what's helpful, what is not. So this is the week, Libra, where you will find yourself paying attention to the details. So it could be details of everyday life, or it could be something that you are creating, something that you are working towards. It could be that you are learning, you are doing your research, you are connecting with the right people, and you are asking questions. So with Two of Wands, this is new possibilities. What I am seeing with these two cards are a new vision, like something that you want to bring into your life. So it could be any area of your life. So home is coming through here for some of you guys. And it could be again, moving, changing homes, making some changes at home. Something to do with relationships could also be what this energy is. Or it could also be, like I said, your relationship with yourself, Libra, like inner peace and harmony. Maybe that is something that you are focusing on now. So yeah, on the other hand, possibilities. So you are um, exploring new possibilities. So for some, again, it could be career, it could be um, a creative project that you are working on, or something that you want to do, like if you are buying, selling, something like that. So this is where you are looking at your options, different possibilities, connecting with the right people, and you are also paying attention to the details. So very like, what I want to say is, you are very present, because maybe you have things to do. So you can't afford to get distracted here. So because the details of everyday life matters. It could also be something that you are working on which needs your attention at this point. All right. So, on the other hand, Two of Cups is love. This is, so for some, if you are looking for love, not everybody is. If you are, then it could be you meeting someone. Okay. So there is a connection. And it could be someone, long distance is what I am seeing here. So, on the other hand, it could also be other forms of love, Libra. It could be friendships. It could be the people you are meeting. It could even be a stranger, people you are meeting now who you can easily connect with. So, on the other hand, for some, it could be like community get together, like getting together with others. So, there is that sense of like harmonious energy. So that could be for some of you. On the other hand, with both these cards, what I'm getting is inner, like self-care, self-love, you connecting with your own higher self. So something to do with spirituality is coming through. It could be that you are taking up a spiritual practice, or it could be you going on a spiritual retreat, um, learning from someone, joining a group or something like that. Or for some of you, it could also be you reading a book, watching a video, and you are learning about spirituality and something that's deeply resonating. So that's nice. Wishes are coming through, Libra, and this is also the week where you are uh, taking action. You are doing something about your dreams, your goals. What is it that you want to accomplish? um, so this is the week where you are uh, looking closer, and taking action. Nice. When I said taking action, it could be, you doing your research. For some, it could just be writing down your intentions, like what is it that you want from life, from your relationships, things like that. And then doing your research, learning about things, and creating that momentum is what this energy is. So that is what some of you guys are doing, and you are guided. All these cards here, look at these cards. So this could be a living person, or it could be, again, like a mentor, um, someone you are meeting who is helping you with things, Libra. On the other hand, it could also be, like I said, a book you are reading, a video you are watching, which is kind of helpful. On the other hand, it could also be invisible forces guiding your path, my dear. Okay. So star here is mystical energy, and this is spiritual guidance. Light in the dark is what this energy is. So with both these cards, it feels like, you know you are not alone in this. So what I want to say is, visible and invisible forces guiding your path. Amazing. So it's all about staying open. So by that, what I mean is, pay attention to your own intuition. What your feelings, maybe you will feel like doing something, maybe you will feel like calling someone, or maybe you will just go to the library, and maybe you will pick up the right books, and maybe you are driving and you will hear this song, and uh, maybe that has some kind of message for you, or maybe you will just randomly meet people. So these are synchronicities, and so when we pay attention, then it will be possible for us to um, move in the right direction. When we, like, yeah, listening to our own intuition, listening to our own feelings is also important, but paying close attention to signs, synchronicities, our dreams is important. So you then and le- yeah, it's all about following your heart, following your inspiration. So you have two number twos. So number twos here has to do with partnerships and collaboration. It could be that you are joining hands with someone, working together, coming together, in order to create something, to on a creative project maybe. um, yeah, so that's nice. Like, collaboration is what this energy is. On the one hand, hermit could be someone you are connecting with, Libra. This could also be the energy that you are embodying. Okay, with hermit you might come across some self doubts. Maybe you are on this journey, you are like, you are this, there is something that you want to do, and from time to time you might come across some self doubts, if this is right, if this is all these questions. So listen to what's coming through. You don't want to ignore them, you don't want to avoid them. It's not about blasting through, challenging our emotions and blasting through things. It's about closely listening what these emotions are trying to tell you, and what the messages are. So sometimes it's just our fear, so it's important to know, uh, if these if you are listening to your intuition, or if you are listening to your fears. So that is important. So discernment is important. So prayer, meditation, all these, like taking up a spiritual practice, will really help. On the other hand, Libra, this could also be like, the energy that you are embodying. This is inspiration. So it could be that you are inspired by someone's work, um, or for some it could be you being an inspiration. So you don't want to underestimate yourself, so so this is like who you are, the way you do things, your values. This is something that you want to give yourself credit for. Sometimes we don't acknowledge our own good qualities, and instead we tend to focus on um, our weaknesses. But the cards are reminding you, focus on your own light, focus on your strengths. And when you come across self doubts, this it could be fear based thinking. So that is something that you want to be mindful of. So give yourself credit for who you are. That is important. Yeah, a release is happening. It could also be forgiveness, emotional release. So, okay, what's happening this week? It may have something to do with what's happening this week. On the 1st of September, Saturn moves into the sign of Pisces. And on the 7th, we have that lunar eclipse happening in Pisces. Okay. And Pisces energy has to do with creativity, spirituality, and also our subconscious. And that's exactly what's coming through here for you. So, this is stirring up our subconscious. By that, what I mean is, Saturn's energy is all about discipline, commitment, and Saturn wants us to do the work. So So this, we might come across some memories, we might come across some self doubts, fear based thinking, something to do with home, relationship, and our own, that sense of home, where we where it feels like we belong, safety, stability, security. So these are the things that you might come across, and you might find yourself like contemplating on these things, because you also have this, and then you also have, okay, I'm not picking more cards here. You also have this underneath. This is distraction, like, all the things, our that imaginations, illusions, and things like that. So it could be eclipse energy, but not something that we want to ignore. Okay, so yeah, so this is where that self reflection is happening, and you might come across something. It doesn't always have to be, negative or anything like that, but it could also be you asking yourself questions like, where is home? Because you have this. So all those deep spiritual questions, Libra, because you have two major arcana cards here. Okay, so so this is Saturn's energy. So Saturn wants you to be more disciplined, do the work, and stay committed to your path, and not get distracted. So it could also be, when it comes to your dreams, because Pisces also represents our dreams. So Saturn wants us to do the work. Yes, just dreaming is not enough, right? We also have to do the work at the same time. So Saturn inspires us, motivates us to take that next step. Okay, so that's what that energy is. And on the 2nd of September, Mercury enters Virgo. Now, Mercury rules Virgo, and this is the Virgo energy coming through for you. And then on the 3rd, yes, Mercury enters Virgo. So this is all about getting organized, and that's exactly what's happening here for you. It could be that you are organizing your home space, getting rid of things that you don't want. It could be your lawn, it could be your closet, whatever the case may be. Donating, things like that. Or it could be other areas of your life, like your finance, account, you know, accounts, um, yeah, something to do with banking, finance, taxation, things like that. So yeah, organizing. And then on the 3rd of September, Mercury in Virgo squares Uranus in Gemini. So squares are about, like, a little bit tension, stressful situations. So just be aware of this energy. I don't see that for you here, so maybe nothing to worry about. Then on the 4th of September, Mars in Libra squares Jupiter in Cancer. So um, this is nice energy, and that can also lead to some complacency. So just be aware of that. Whatever it is that you are working on, do not get distracted. Stay focused and finish things. That is important. And on the 5th of September, Moon in Aquarius trine Mars in Libra. So this is, trines are harmonious energy, and this is where you are taking initiatives. See, Two of Wands. This is you exploring. It could be travel for some of you guys. It could be uh, planning and preparing yourself, and doing your research, things like that. So preparing yourself. And on the 6th, Uranus retrograde is happening in Gemini. That can lead to some slowdowns, Libra. Um, so so that, yeah, so what I want to say is, keep an open mind. Again, that's what's coming through here. This is where you are keeping an open mind. You are looking for different way of doing things, staying open to different options, and changing what you can, and not worrying about what you don't have control over. On the 7th, finally, then we have that lunar eclipse happening in Pisces, which is again something to do with release. So this release, it could also be creative blocks for some of you. This is where you are listening to your intuition, and not necessarily about um, the way how things should be, things like that. And this is where you are letting things be. On the other hand, this is also you releasing something like superficial is what I want to say, something that doesn't resonate with you anymore. So it could be people, places, things, goals, ideologies, beliefs, patterns. So something that you have outgrown, something that doesn't resonate anymore, that's now it's a process. It's not like it's not going to happen one day. This is a slow progress, slow process, and you may not even be aware of what's going on. So one day you will realize, okay, you know what, I can't do this anymore. This just doesn't resonate anymore. So then that means you are ready. So it could be something internal, it could be something in your external. All right, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a message for Libra. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Libra. Okay. Librans, your message is okay. Windfall of abundance. Oh my goodness. And you are staying open to receiving the blessing. This is good luck energy, Libra. This is spiritual guidance, and this is also where you are staying receptive. You are staying open to the experiences that you are coming across. For some, it could also be work related. Okay, nice. Relationships is also coming through, some developments happening there. So the message is an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. That's amazing. And this could be happening sometime around Christmas time, around winter. I don't know. So, or maybe sooner, who knows, right? So, stay open. You are staying open. And lovely energy, Libra. Look at these cards. Beautiful energy. This is love, peace, harmony, everything our heart desires. So, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this was helpful. If these messages resonated, do remember to like the video, subscribe. Thank you so much for your support, and take good care of yourself. I will see you in the next reading, and yeah, I hope you have a great week ahead.